pushing cattle down the laneway. A big 700 kilo animal turned around and it raced back at me. A couple of my colleagues, John Sawyer and Darren Murchison, they were with me at the time.
I was turning the other way when it actually happened. I was walking the other way, giving him room.
I don't really know 100%, but we sort of assume that I think I've gone to chain the gate up in the laneway.
He's gone to stop this beast that's coming. And I reckon it's hit this gate.
And as far as I know, the gate has banged me in the head.
And just hit him, and I reckon he landed down where Darren's standing.
Unconscious, of course, and that's about all I can tell you from my experience of it.
And he was lying halfway across the laneway when I found him, and I had to go back and sort of not go too fast because the cows are actually walking around him one by one, single file. So I had to let them get past him without him squashing him. He was lying in the middle of the laneway, bleeding very badly from the face and head.
I woke up in Melbourne a couple of days later. I cracked my skull from my left eye right over the top of my head. Both my cheekbones were smashed in, my nose, and one of my eye sockets was pushed right in. So I've got plates under all my cheeks, side of my face. The crack in my skull was about the one thing they weren't concerned about. It was obviously a pretty big crack in the top of my head.
In terms of Russell's accident, it just goes to show that it doesn't matter how much experience you've got in the industry, handling livestock or dealing in rural merchandise, there still can be things that come from left field. You can still have freak accidents.
We've learned that we need to communicate more within the business, and we've started doing that by having monthly safety meetings within the whole business, but also within the livestock businesses.
It's really important that every person that works for Ruralco has the opportunity to go home in the same condition that they came to work in.
We've got an induction program now where all of our staff and livestock agents are inducted into the business and focus on safety and livestock handling. We've also upgraded our emergency preparedness procedures along with hands-on training days.
It might sound like a throwaway line, but it's critically important that we look after our staff. It's a core philosophy of Ruralco, and it's also a key part of our values.
Yeah, for the very short term, I think I was the only one that wasn't concerned because I was asleep. But yeah, look, once we realised everything was going to be okay, everything, was all right. But for the short term, I think there was a fair bit of concern everywhere involved. So,
if after seeing the footage today, you still don't think this is a serious enough issue, then put yourself in the shoes of either the employees or the families of the employees and consider the pain and grief that these families have gone through over a long period of time before these staff got back on their feet.
And it can still happen quite quickly and quite easily with something we do every day of the week. So I suppose my message is everyone just has to be careful what they do and just be mindful at all times of don't drop your guard ever, I suppose is the key.
At the end of the day, safety in Ruralco is about keeping you and your workmates safe.